Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the middle of February 2021. This month, we are going to just jump right in here, Capricorn, and take a look at your current energies with this main spread. And then we are going to clarify at the end with this little tarot here and see what is going on for you is the word I was looking for. But this looks really nice. You have two of my favorite cards here. This Lizard Spirit card and this Between Two Worlds card is amazing. So definitely really good reading so far. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. But Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you here. You start off with this Standstill card here. I feel like this is two people here that are not communicating. Someone's being a butthead in this situation. So if you're dealing with love, I feel like someone is being extremely stubborn. Could be an air sign or someone with air in their chart, or a fire sign. Air and water are really standing out to me here. Could also be a Scorpio, I suppose. But it's almost like you're at a standstill, or I feel like you have maybe been kind of in this no contact situation. For others, I feel very clearly that the standstill has been your finances. Tons of fear in your financial life here, Capricorn. That kind of makes perfect sense to me here. So I feel like there could be a lot of fears in your finances. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ace of Pentacles. The fear comes from the Moon. The Moon, obviously, is a card of fears, but really the fear coming off of this card is needing to do something new. The Moon represents the period after a full moon, and it's a card that represents innovation. So that's why it represents fears, because it represents doing something that maybe you've never done before in your entire life. So for some of you, I feel like you're doing something, or you will be doing things that you've never done before. And again, that's where these fears come in with the Moon. You even have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is kind of asking, like, am I ready? Am I ready to get moving? Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness. It's, you know, the card of learning something. But I almost feel like you know, because you have the King of Swords here. So for those of you who are like looking to start a new job with this Ace of Pentacles, maybe you're hoping to find some other financial offer, I feel like you're wondering, like, am I ready? Am I not ready? Should I get moving? Like, what should I do? You know, I feel like this card is just saying you're ready. Because of the King of Swords here mostly. You also have this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is kind of an energy of wholehearted energy. The Queen of Wands just says she's ready, whether she's ready or not, to, you know, step off on some sort of new journey, start a new business, or start a new relationship. She just goes into things with everything she's got, and that's probably why I would consider her the more successful of the queens, because she really kind of goes for things. You have this Lizard Spirit, says dream the world into being. So I feel like if you can dream it, you can have it with this card here, Capricorn, plain and simple. I would use your powers of manifestation, obviously, to kind of manifest things. This card here reduces down to a 3. You have the card number 3 here. The number 3 is standing out to me, even though you only have 2 3s here. But I feel like some of you could be seeing the number 3, 3, 3, 3, something like that. And I would pay attention to that, because I feel like that's kind of like a clue that you're moving in the right direction, or that you're doing something that you're meant to be doing. I also feel like you need to not give up on something with this card. If there's something that you really, really want, like a goal, you know, some sort of business goal, or maybe it's just a personal goal, I feel like this is really saying, really go for it. You even have the Queen of Wands. And again, the Queen of Wands says the same thing. She says, when you put your heart and soul, when you put everything you got into something, you will be successful. So I feel like you need to put everything you got into something. You have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. This is some stubborn-ass energy if I haven't ever seen it here. Even just like, I feel more intuitively, that's what I'm feeling, is that someone is being extremely stubborn. It's like there's a ton of love, a ton of attraction here. But then we have the King of Pentacles with the King of Swords. It's like someone wants to move very slowly. The other person is like, no, you know, just putting up their hand, saying stop. So I feel for some of you in love, this is a very stubborn situation. It's almost like I feel this King of Swords, whoever that is, you know, take it how it resonates. It's almost like you, I feel like it's you, Capricorn. I feel like you were willing to give someone almost everything. It's like you were willing to put all the time, all your effort and energy into the relationship. And I feel like this person was very stingy with their giving. It's like they didn't give basically anything in the relationship. What's more annoying than that to me here, Capricorn, did I say Taurus? Sorry if I said Taurus, but Capricorn, what's even more annoying than that, me saying the wrong sign, is the fact that I feel that this person made you wait, and now I feel like they're coming back asking you to wait. So I feel like for some of you, you're just going to say no with this King of Swords energy. Obviously, general reading. So I feel some of you might say yes, but really, I feel like the only way you would say yes is this right here, is the Between Two Worlds card, is if you see some sort of significant change. It's like I feel like you're realizing that someone really didn't bring a lot to the table. I feel like you were kind of the one that was had like truly something to offer here, Capricorn, and the other person did not. So that's probably the problem in love. For others, I feel like your life is changing significantly for you here, probably financially. I would actually say both. This is one of those readings, Capricorn, where I feel like this is talking about love and money for you here. I feel like it's talking about both things. I feel like it's talking about everything. Health, it's like you're making major changes in your life, and I feel like these are very successful changes. But I feel like this is just saying that you're kind of like stepping into a more beautiful world. You have the Lovers, the Death card, and the Eight of Wands. I do feel some of you are making a significant change here. The back here, the two pillars that are on the Moon card here, the Sun is coming up between those two pillars on the Death card. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're kind of like really overcoming these financial fears that you've been having for a very long period of time. Probably moving very quickly towards success with this Eight of Wands. So I do feel there are very quick successes coming in for you. I'm getting the word, the Eight of Wands can represent a conclusion to something, and I am getting that, but on both of these cards, the Death card and the Eight of Wands, I feel like the conclusion is just an ending of your difficulties, but it's going to be through some sort of new opportunity or through a new path. So we take this whole row. This row is freaking amazing. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups to the Lovers, really good. So I feel that for a lot of you, this is a new path. For some of you, this could be new love that you are picking. Again, the Lovers can be a crossroads. It can say that you're at a crossroads, you're trying to make a decision, but I feel for some of you, you're picking new love here. I feel like you're even seeing that someone has nothing to offer. For some of you, I feel, I'm getting this weird thing about you discovering a truth as well. It's like I would say if you were in a relationship and you kind of felt like things were off, it's like you always knew this. King of Swords. I feel like this King of Swords is really just saying that you knew things that maybe you doubted. For others, this is obviously something financial that you're going this way. I almost feel like saying royal. Like, purple is like the color of royalty. Purple is like the color of kings. For some of you, I don't know, maybe you're becoming royalty, but I feel like it's more just kind of referring to wealth. So I feel that for some of you, you are about to step into like a very wealthy time. And I'm not just referring to money. I feel like just abundance in general is coming in for you. I feel like it's going to make you feel very rich. I feel like it's going to make you feel very abundant. So definitely a very nice energy for you here, Capricorn, so far. I like the direction this is going in, but let's get more details here. Thank you for being here, Capricorn. Really appreciate it, by the way. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. But let's see here, Capricorn, what we have for you. You have the King of Wands wanting to pop out there. I don't take pop-outs, but we'll see where this is going. You have Ace Wands, some sort of new beginning coming in for you here. Temperance. I would be patient. You've been patient. Three Wands, waiting. Yeah, I feel for some of you, maybe in the past, you were very attracted to this person in love, if this is a love situation. And I feel like there was a ton of attraction, a ton of passion, but I feel like you just waited too long. It's like there's too much. This person made you wait for nothing. And I feel like you know that now. And I just feel like you're like saying, no, I'm not waiting for you any longer. It's just that cut and dry, Capricorn. I feel like you're just being very cut and dry with this energy, plain and simple. For others, I feel like this is the new beginning that you have been waiting for. For a lot of you, I feel like there have been fears around finances, probably like having very difficult time finding a job, probably been having a hard time finding businesses to work for or whatever. And I feel there's finally like a new beginning coming in for you. You have the Knight of Cups. This is like a true knight in shining armor. Damn. You know, if there's love coming in for you, this is solid. Look at this, 10 of Cups as your center card twice. The center card in the 9-card spread is the most important card here. For some of you, I feel like you're meeting someone who's like your happily ever after with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is happily ever after, you know, fortune after difficulty. So if you're not looking for love, it's just a card of major improvements here, or celebrations, having a lot of happiness coming in for you. And the 2 of Cups and the Judgment card, like I said, this person is going to try to come back. I would be very careful of that, Capricorn. I'm not, you know, again, I can't tell you what to do. I don't think tarot should tell you what to do anyway in the first place. Tarot is only advice. It's only guidance. It's not meant to, you know, say do this, that, or the other thing. Here, you have free will, right? But for some of you, I would just be careful. I feel like this person's trying to come back, but I almost feel like there's no need to say that in the first place, because I feel you know the truth. It's like you know that this person wasted your time. But I do feel like they're going to try to come back. This person looks a lot better. Knight of Cups. You know, Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor. True love with the lovers here. Could be a water sign for sure. I feel like this person will make you very happy. You have the, look, you have the death card, the sun, coming up between those 2 pillars, like I said, on the moon. I almost feel that you could notice, this could be very significant. You know, if you were with a past person here, I feel like you noticed that your life was in a dip when you were with them. And it's like, maybe you broke up, maybe your life went up, maybe your life improved. And I feel like you're saying to yourself, no, you know, this person made my life worse, technically, not better. For others, I feel like you're just like waking up to true love. So I feel like there's true love kind of coming in for you here. If you're not interested in love, this is your dream life. Remember, this lizard spirit card says dream the world into being. The Knight of Cups here, he is normally looking into that cup. He is imagining what he wants his life to look like in the future. He just needs to get moving. He just needs to move towards it. And if you're wondering, like I feel this right here is the 2 of Cups with the Judgment card is saying some of you might be tapping into your spiritual side. The 2 of Cups is you and your higher self. The Judgment card is you listening to your inner calling, your inner voice. So I feel for some of you, it's like maybe you're discovering your purpose. And that could be very powerful. You have the Devil here. Again, I feel like you're cutting this Devil person out here. That could also be your energy. You have the 9 of Swords. A little bit worried about this here. And the Wheel of Fortune. Boom, your destiny. I love when the Judgment card comes up with the Wheel of Fortune. To me, that is like truly your destiny, because the Judgment card is like you discovering, you know, rising to the occasion, you know, rising up to something, waking up to something that is your destiny. And you have a lot of cards here that would represent kind of your destiny or moving towards some sort of dream. The Devil is you. So I feel like you're showing up in a very strong position there. Again, the Devil can be toxic, but I just feel like you're cutting this toxic person out anyway. And I feel like this is more saying don't doubt yourself with this 9 of Swords. For some of you, I feel you could be kind of imagining a life that is bigger than you with this Wheel of Fortune energy, but I feel like you need to accomplish it. It's like, you know, Saturn left your sign, and I always say to you, Capricorn, it's like when Saturn leaves your sign, that's when you get the rewards after, right? And so I feel like Saturn maybe has asked you to do some things when it was in your sign that kind of force you to grow, or could ask you to work on projects that are bigger than you, and that could be a little bit of a challenge. You will have a victory. Damn, Capricorn, this is really nice. 10 of Swords, letting go of the past. Like I said, I feel like you're a little hesitant to let go of the past here. 7 of Pentacles, you know, wanting to see a little proof. I'm getting something about proof here, Capricorn. Like I was saying, bigger than yourself. I feel like you need to allow some people to help you here. So if you're trying to build like a project, a business, anything like that, this says let people help you. I feel like you need to allow people to grow with you, or you need to allow people to help you here. I feel like this right here is just like a little bit of worries about proof with the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles can be analysis paralysis, but really intuitively what's popping into my head is if you want to start a business, or if you're looking for a new job, I feel like it's almost like the best word I could come up with is proof. It's almost like you're looking for proof before you get started that something is going to work, but I just feel like it doesn't work that way, obviously. So I feel like you really need to get started here. I do feel some of you, again, I feel like this 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords here is tied to this past person, or a past person in love. I feel that for some of you, it's like you have these moments where you're kind of like sad, or you're feeling the energy here, but I really feel, I wouldn't really worry about it. You have the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're fine on your own. Chariot, some sort of major victory coming in for you. The Fool, new beginning, like I said, clarifying the 10 of Swords. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith past this person here. King of Swords here as well. See, but here's the problem, Capricorn, is that the King of Swords really is telling me that you already know what to do with the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like saying you don't need proof. You know exactly what you need to do at this time. This is a really good reading. I feel like you're moving towards your dream life, Capricorn. For some of you, this could be a very significant relationship as well. I would definitely say it's new love. Again, I feel like this person's coming back, so I'm not telling you what to do, Capricorn, but I do feel for most of you, you're going to be moving towards this new person. It's like your person. 10 of Cups twice. Are you kidding me? That's true love. So this looks good. So thank you for watching, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you and enjoy your week.